love my new intro music. I was over here dancing while I was letting it play. Hey, happy Monday. It's a new start of the week. Yes, honey, we almost in April. March flew by, didn't it? Mm. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Pottery with the People, honey. Well, I pot with the people. Yes, because I'm a queen of the people. I'm the generous queen. Yes. That other lady who claims to be there, she lied. It's me. But yes, today, if you read the title, I am making some pieces for the Met Gala. I've started most of the pieces I want to make, but one of my subscribers, K So Rare, shout out to my twin, she messaged me and gave me a couple more ideas. So I think I'm going to add two more items. And at first, I was just going to make these pieces just to make them, but I actually think I'm going to auction these pieces off on eBay when I'm done with them. So it'll be like my first unofficial drop. Hopefully, everything can get done in time. I'm putting some stuff in the kiln on Wednesday. Okay, I'm not going to show the girls all of the stuff I'm working on because I want some things to be a surprise. But if you follow me on socials, as you should be following me at the Quinton Ware on Instagram or at the Fashion Dog with 4 L's. Thank you. But I'm doing the Met Gala, the theme for the Met Gala this year, the actual exhibit, I believe, is costume art. But the gala, the theme is fashion is art, which both are kind of giving me similar vibes. But with costume art in my mind, I was thinking of, costume design for movies. And Beyonce is one of the co-chairs. So I wanted to do something inspired by Foxxy Cleopatra. So here's my sketch. Y'all know my figurines, I like to show body yaddy yaddy, honey. So we're gonna get into some body yaddy yaddy. I do have some of this started. So that's what we're gonna start with. And for those who are new to pottery and have never done anything before, I'm gonna show the girls how to make a little pinch pot. Just something a little basic. But don't underestimate a pinch pot, honey. One of the first things I made in my pottery class, this is an incense holder, but the head was made from a pinch pot. So don't sleep on the pinch pot, honey. You could get some stuff done with the pinch pot, and I'm gonna show you today. How about that? And welcome to the people just joining me. Thank you, thank you. Happy Monday. Good afternoon, bestie. Good evening. I'm gonna show it once again. This is what we are working on today, and I'm going to show the reference too. Hold, please. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I actually want to show two things. Make sure if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and hype the video. Thank you, thank you. But if you were living under a rock and you've never seen it before, because Beyonce is a co-chair, I was like, let's do something from a movie she was in instead of just one of her regular fashion looks. So I actually asked some of my friends what did they think would be had better fashion, Dream Girls or Austin Powers. And actually my bestie was like, oh, Austin Powers. So I chose Foxxy Cleopatra, honey, because she's a whole lot of woman sugar. Okay. So that's what my sketch is. And then let me show the people what I have started. And I'm gonna segue just briefly and show y'all something else. Okay. So here is the start of Miss Beyonce. If you look at my sketch, I have a good start. The shape is shaping. It's giving what I wanted to give. And this may be because I have a graphic design background, I have started using recycling cardboard and using it as templates. So I know she needs to have an afro in the head. So I cut the afro out in the head shape on some cardboard, and this is basically kind of the setup, mirroring my sketch. So I'm gonna try to make a pinch pot for the head. That's the afro. So make like two pinch pots and put them together, and then this will kind of be like a half pinch pot, kind of. I already cut out the shape for the head, so I'm really just gonna wait till I make the afro and just kind of make it concave, con- concave or convex, convex, whatever. Y'all know which one trying to say. But we're gonna get right into it. If you looked at if noticed on these sketches, I have some other items that I want to make and I haven't started. Ever since Tyler's song, I've been on the Chanel kick, and Chanel made a rocket bag years ago. So I think I'm gonna make the rocket bag into a keychain. And then one of my subscribers, Queso Rare, mentioned Jodie Turner Smith's her top hat. So I may make the top hat as well. We're gonna see how far I can get in an hour. I might hold some stuff off. Oh, I brought it to school. But if y'all, I think I put it on my community page. If you were here for my last pottery with the people, I had to change that design. But the new design is on my page if you would like to see it. And that will be getting fired Wednesday. So I had to think about what glaze. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna use this like bronze kind of glaze for that. Because the actual dress was brown, but I want it to be, I think I'm gonna do a bronze. Okay, but before I show y'all how to make the pinch pot. I just wanted to show y'all this. This really touched me today. I made a reel over the weekend, and someone commented on it today. I'm gonna show y'all the reel first, and then I'm gonna show y'all her comment.
Still my close friends, but I said something that I need to say out here. If you are in a phase of life where there's so many variables, there's so much information, there's so many outcomes, you feel like you don't know. It is okay for there to be times you don't know. Those are the times you just have to do. You can't not know and not do shit at the same time. That ain't gonna work, Suge. Dominique, you are making sense. You can walk forward and not know where you're going. But as long as you move, you're
Boom,
going to
boom,
get
boom, boom.
somewhere. And where you get may be the place you were supposed to end up because you couldn't even conceptualize what your final place was supposed to be. But if you stood still, if you did not do, if you stood still, you weren't going to get either answer. No action, no outcome. Huh? I put a video on my
Period.
close friends, but I said something that I need to say out
If
here.
y'all know Dominique Morgan, she had put up a reel saying this, and it touched me, and it validated me actually because I have been in a state of confusion for a time. But while I was in my state of confusion, I never stopped learning and improving and trying to find a new route and what my next direction was. But I wasn't sitting still while doing it, if that makes sense. And then some gospel songs have been coming to me that's kind of saying the same thing. Um, and I just truly feel like I'm doing what I'm doing now is what I'm supposed to be doing. But someone commented on this reel. Where is it at? I don't know why I can't see. Nobody's not showing me. Here we go. She put on here, you inspired me to try pottery. I wanted to cry. Not I inspired you to try pottery. And I'm about to toot my own horn. It's people in the world that usually just old hating asshole. But it's people in the world that may have some negative things to say about me, but it's twice as many that have something stunning to say about me. I just started pottery, and she talking about I inspired her to start it, and someone inspired me off YouTube to start pottery. So I just wanted to share that. And for anybody watching at home, if you have an endeavor that you want to start, or a hobby, or a business, or whatever, do it. Just do it, honey. Do it like Nike, okay? And if it doesn't succeed, that's okay. I'm a person that's always trying stuff, and like I learned how to sew, and I'm like, I don't think I actually want to make clothes for real. But I'm glad that I have that skill, and it's gonna help me in what I'm doing now because I have a master plan. I just wanted to share that. Get into your hobbies, invest in yourself, Blue. Make your hobby be some income, honey. Cheers to the girls' weekend. Okay. We're gonna go back to what we actually came here for, because the girls want to see how to make a bench pop. So I made a ball of clay already, just a regular ball of clay. I kind of needed it to make sure it was nice and compact. 1 second, I need a tool. Okay, so it's called. Wait, let's see what Google says. If I just Google pinch pop, what does it give it a definition? Okay. A pinch pot is a simple foundational hand built pottery vessel created by pinching a ball of clay with the thumb and fingers to shape it into a bowl or pot. This ancient technique, used for thousands of years, requires no tools, making it an accessible, popular beginner method for forming clay into functional artistic shapes. Yes, honey. But I'm the fashion doll, honey. So it is beginner and functional, but I make it do what it do. Because once you know the pottery, you use all the techniques. And it don't have to be basic. But I know y'all can't. I need to get an overhead set up so y'all can see what I'm doing with my hands. But until then, I'ma just show y'all. Y'all not slow. I'm gonna take this ball and I'm gonna cut it in half. And I have my my handy dandy wire cutters. Hold on, it's tangled up a little. See the wire. You also can use this on the pottery wheel as well to get your piece off the wheel. Okay, I literally just went down the middle and cut it in half. See how now I do see like maybe it was like two little air bubbles in there. Let's see how I compressed it, and it's for the most part just one mass. So we got two halves, and I need an afro. So I cut this out. I know it needs to be this shape. And I did a decent sized ball because I wanted it to match the thickness of what I already made. So I'm going to take my thumb and press it in the little ball. So we start to get, we start to get a ball shape. Honey, just work it. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Okay, look, and we got something going already. Look at that. I'm just going in a circle. Let me do it like this so the girls can see. I'm just going in a circle and kind of like spreading the clay out, if that makes sense. And my goal is to get the clay to be this shape. I'm gonna get it to this shape. So eventually I'm probably just gonna sit it on here. I don't have that far to go, which is stunning. Also, it was something else I wanted to talk about with y'all. Oh, Y'all know I'm reclaiming my lime. My lime green drop is still on the way. But because feel like I have a majority of the big pieces made, I'm thinking about what the next one gonna be, child. And I'm not gonna tell y'all yet. But I was listening to a gospel song, and this theme already was on my mind. And the theme is actually the name of the song. But and y'all know you might not know, but I love music. A lot of my art, um, and just to show y'all, we get in there, it's getting closer to the sides. And then just you can see the inside. It's kind of giving the inside of an avocado, like if you take the pit out. But again, I'm just kind of going around and compressing it with my thumb, but like evenly, so we kind of get an even wall. The walls on the piece are 7 millimeters, so I kind of want it to be a similar thickness. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this a sculpture or if it's gonna be like a dish or like a something that opens up, to be determined. What was I saying? Oh, my next thing. I was listening to a song by the Clark sisters that I used to listen to all the time. I don't know why. I remember being in high school and being on YouTube. I always been a big YouTuber, and I would watch this performance. Let me use a little water. I would watch this performance of the Clark sisters, and the song came on, and it was it, and then it comes to me like an epiphany. I felt like Chrisette Michelle. It just hit me like that's it, and I keep going back and forth about this thing, but hearing the song, it made it make sense for me, and it not only is it going to be stunning, it's going to have meaning, and all of my art has meaning, but you know, I'm glad that it came to me. This is why, especially as an artist, this is why I'm a big advocate of alone time and being able to entertain yourself. Because, honey, sometimes you need to watch a movie or listen to some music or go to a concert or child, go walk in the park, something. But you just can't always have people in your ear. You got to let your mind wander. And I did. And it came to me. So I'm happy. Okay. I want this to also, well, never mind. I might go live on my other channel. I just watched the Mirror to Madison reunion and it had me so fired up. I'm gonna see how I feel when I get off of here. If you have not watched it, please go watch my new video on this channel, the a Potter story. It is about the Potter Jim McDowell who makes um face jugs. Okay, so I need this to get bigger, so I'm kind of just gonna. I think I need to get some of the thickness from this part, so I'm kind of just compressing it to get it to be wider. But yes, go watch my Potter story after this, and when you get a chance, it's crew. You actually, cause I did not know this. You actually gonna learn some Black history when you watch my Potter story. That's why you need to subscribe to the Fashion Doll, the Pottery Doll, the doll for all occasions, because you gonna always learn something new over here, honey. I don't just be running my mouth and talking about fashion. And there's nothing wrong with talking about fashion, but you learn more than about the fashions over here. I'm starting to get some cracks a little. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm gonna wet it and smooth it out. Smooth it on now. I wish I could play Work It Out from Austin Powers Goldman, but that would be cute. I know the girls will flag me if I show up. I wonder if I have. me doing something. Could we watch a performance? You think they'll let me get away with putting a performance up for Beyonce? It's on YouTube. I should try it. So baby, hold me. I don't know about y'all, but I used to love working out from this movie. Oh, stunning. Okay, I am very close. I just need to take it out a little more. But y'all, for those watching, you see the reason why I use the cardboard. I use the template. It just help you, make sure you get the shape you need. Hold on, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try something in a second. Um, I think I'm gonna stop for now because it's super close, and I'm gonna end up having to put these together anyway, and I probably will add a coil. So this is close enough for me currently. Let's work on the other one. I don't want this to dry out, so I'm actually gonna put it in the bag. If y'all notice, I take my pieces out of bags. You put the pieces in bags to keep them from drying out, because once it dries out and it's real hard, you really can't work with it. I'm actually gonna spray this. Spray all the pieces actually, and then I'm gonna tie it up. So I recycle all of my plastic bags from the store, honey. Um, okay, I'm gonna make the other pinch pot, and then what time is it? Okay, we had 22 minutes. I'm gonna make the other side of that pinch pot, and then since we sticking with the pinch pot, I'm gonna show y'all how to use two different techniques. How about that? And I'm doing this for free. Y'all ain't even paying me for this education. After I finish doing the afro on her head, I'm gonna start the Chanel Rocket bag, which I'll show y'all the actual bag itself. But I'm gonna start with the top because I was thinking about how to make this, and I think I could just use a pinch pop for the top, the silver part, and then the body will just be um I'll have some flat coils. I'll just take a flat coil and make a cylinder. Oh, this is another thing I was gonna say for those watching. Now, my degree is in graphic design, and I use it all the time. All of my graphics on my channel, I create everything you see is me. Okay, I bring me. Hold on, let me put this in. Um, when I was younger, specifically in high school, that's when I really discover I love fashion and like had a real interest in like the history and stuff of fashion. I would look up the fashion designers to see what they went to school for. And a lot of the fashion designers did not go to school for fashion. I distinctly remember, was it the I want to say one of the couples from one of the guys that, well, they're not a couple anymore. One of the guys from Dolce and Gabbana went to school for graphic design. I can't remember, but if you look it up, a lot of fashion designers do not go to school for fashion design. They go. Tom Brown, I believe, went to school for architecture. It will be something design related, but it won't be fashion design. Like they usually start doing that later in life. Ralph Lauren was making ties, and like I know he was making ties, and then he expanded from that. But again, he was like a salesman or something. He was not his aspiration in life was not to be a fashion designer. And I said that to say, and this is so funny because I'm watching The Sopranos now, and they said something similar on The Sopranos. And I know a lot of people know this, but especially being an artist, child, you could go to school for something and don't even. And I have worked in graphic design, but I don't really like doing it as my 9 to 5, if that makes sense. But you could go to school for something and not work in it, but it will still help you in the long run. Cause there's just numerous ways in my life. Being me going to school for graphic design just comes in handy so much. But girl, doing this pottery, we had to take package design classes, and I also have taken sewing classes and worked with patterns. So I definitely know that me having experience with pattern making makes it easier for me to do pottery because I had to think about construction. Like, how am I going to make this or break this down into pieces? So, honey, sometimes it's okay if you just got a degree and you didn't make any money off that degree. It might help you. It's gonna all work out in the end. He's work to bring it on back to the church, honey. He's working it out for your good because he's working it out for mine. Amen. I have made pens. I have made all types of stuff, and the foundation is my graphic design degree, and because I know how to paint and draw. Period. Pool. Oh, and I want to show y'all this too, because I didn't. I don't know if I shared this on my page. That stool that I have my foot on, and this was shade to my ex. Let me read it. With Do y'all know Missy Elliott's song "Higher Ground"? This lyrics from her song. When she said "footstool," oh, I felt it in my shondo. And this Kimber Real, and I can't stand her, but she got this correct. When my mind set on higher things, these things have become my footstool. I'm determined to reach my goal. I need peace for my soul. Yes, honey. But that's one of the first things I made in class. Look, this was my sketch for that stool. Let me see it. The gag and the gag is. I ended up doing a different color green, but it looked close to my sketch. And I didn't even know what I was doing, honey. But one thing I'm gonna do is work it out and figure it out. Oh, I can show the girls my story. Okay, now. Yes, I can. I in class. Okay. Well, look, I fried some chicken. um, in class, I'm working on a lamp. It's this design, and the light bulb is gonna go at the top. It's inspired from brutalist architecture, but it's coming together. It's about 14 inches tall. I want to say it's coming together. And then I'm the fashion doll. I broke a hanger over the weekend, and I was like, "Bitch, I should make hangers." And you see my cardboard template. The fashion doll about to make some hangers, honey. Get ready. Get your coins ready. Birkin, I'm working. Oh, let me show y'all. This is the Chanel Rocket Bag. I would like to have. We're gonna see how big this turns out and whatever. See how it has the little chains hanging from the bottom, like giving the whatever that's called. I want some chains or something hanging from my keychain. And you know I'm trying to figure out how to make it happen. I think I know what I'm gonna do. So stay tuned and be ready. Be ready for the auction, honey. Because if you want it, it's gonna be a one of a kind, honey. It's gonna be a one off. Mm-mm. If I make it again, it'll be a bigger version. Okay, here we go with the other side of the pinch pot. We almost there. I'm gonna just make it a little bigger, and we can move on. Also, one thing about me, I work fast, whether it's graphic design and I'm on the computer, or if I'm drawing or painting, I work fast, honey. I, you two need to get that together. I really wish that I could play music while I was live. I think that is so ghetto. I guess I could play royalty free music, but there's no fun in that. Hold on. I need a dance break or something. It's just feel dry. Wait, can y'all hear that too? Why does it keep doing this? Never mind. I don't know why it does that. Could y'all hear that? It was playing it two times. That's ghetto. This why I need my own song. If anybody who make music watching catches my video, I want some original music for my intros. I will make me a whole little EP, honey. Come reach out to the doll. I need some music. I need a beat. Bree, call Candy. Ask Candy to make me a beat. I need some beats. Girl, why is this cracking? Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. It's giving that it's about the same. We about at the same spot that the last one was in. So I'm gonna stop right here. Y'all not gonna be able to see this process in the video because I want these to set up some. But just so you know, I want it to set up so they don't start falling apart. And it's already cracking. I'm gonna have to do some repairs. I'm probably gonna have to add a coil or something. But you see that the two halves stay about the same size. So when these were both dry, I would just take this tool and score the edges of both and use some slip and then put it together. And then I would have my little afro shape and then I'm gonna end up putting her little face on the front of it. But I'm gonna add a coil so this will be a little bigger than it is. Oh, and you know what? My newest, the second one I made, I do need to make it a little bigger. I just don't want it to crack. It's cracking so bad. What about it? think that's better. Yes, that's better. Yay! Okay, see that, y'all? Bloop. It's giving like a little acorn or something. But when I put it together, you see it's giving afro. It's gonna be her head. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the bag and let that set up for a little while. Now we're gonna go. Thank you. When I have it in my that's why I call Beyonce my sister because I feel like we kind of probably work on the same kind of time. Like when I have something in my head, I'm doing it. Get out the way. I need to get home so I can get this idea and put it to reality. And I had been think I brought it to class today and I asked my teacher how does she think I should make it? Do you leave it in the bag? Yes. I spray it and then I actually put it. I have it in two bags. I think I'm gonna just leave it in two bags because I don't need it to just stay wet. But yes, like if you know you're not gonna touch something for a while, you spray it and then put at least 3 to 4 bags on top of it. Okay, did this? Okay, they did it. So I made these little flat. I guess we could call it a slab since they're a little thicker. Um, I cut these out already, and then I have another. And as you see, I'm taking all the plastic out of. I mean, all the clay out of plastic, and then my clay that I have to use, it's all in plastic buckets. I should have recorded it. I um I started reclaiming some clay today. It was my first time. What size? Again, here I go with my cardboard templates. I think or should I do it bigger? You know what? Maybe I'll do it bigger. Okay, I think I'm going to use this circle as the template for the top of the bag. So right now I'm making the silver like cap piece of the rocket. Um I'm actually not going to cut this in half because I want to use all of this. So I'm just gonna just take the ball and still put my thumb in it so we can start getting like a, like a I feel like I keep saying the wrong word. Is it concave or convex? Hold on. You know what? I think am I using the y'all know what the fuck I mean. I think I need to be using a different word, but y'all know I mean. So it could be like that. I've actually never made a cone shape before, but I'm thinking oh, it needs to go out to this circle. Hold on. Maybe I will make it. You know what? I'm gonna make it the smaller one because I don't have enough clay to get it to go out that big. I'm gonna keep it at this smaller size because at this size I'm about there already, and I just need to make it point. And you know what I think I'm gonna use? I'll be right back. We use paddles in class, and I don't have a paddle, but I got this cooking utensil, and I use it for the same purpose. So because I have it round already, I'm gonna go around it and tap it so I can get a point. You know what? I probably need to add some clay to the top of this. But this okay. Look, it it's making sense. And then as you see, it's still like a bowl on the other side. And it's the size we need it to be. I think I'm gonna just get a little more clay and add it to the top so I can really get that point. Stunning. I actually think I can for right now this can stay how it is, and I'm gonna get some more clay, but this is how it's looking now. Also, I'll show you how two things. Have I? I don't think I've showed y'all a keychain I made. When I part of my store and my pottery that I will be selling will be keychains because I am the fashion doll and I love a bag charm. Oh, you know a bag charm. Let me say bag charm. That sounds more elevated. It's a bag charm. I love gummy bears, and this is a part of my lime green collection. Oh, my lime is popping, honey. Yes. But this is a lime green teddy bear. Oh, gummy bear, excuse me. And I have my stamp on the back. Um, why am I showing y'all this? Oh, I use nichrome wire. If you see the little loop coming out of its head, and I got this from watching other potters on YouTube. But nichrome wire is wire that you can put in your ceramic pieces, and I guess it's strong enough that it can go in the kiln and take the high heat because I think other metals would melt. So I got these little hoops of nichrome wire, and this is what I use to make it a keychain. And I haven't. It's worked out so far for me. I like to put the nichrome wire in the piece as I'm making it, and then like kind of put clay around it to make sure it's not coming out. And from the keychains I've made, there's two of them I actually I guess made for myself, or I needed to test them out and make sure that they were working, that like my hardware wasn't breaking or it falling off. And so far so good. I haven't had any issues. I haven't had them chip or break at all. So stunning. Currently, currently on my bag, I have this, which I got from a Prince bag that I bought, and then I kind of want to make some beads, like a little beaded chain like this myself. Um, and then I have this. Ooh, the light bead just blowing everything out, honey. Just overexposed. Okay, it's a little Chanel purse. It's a heart Chanel purse. But yes, and I have a red one too. But so far so good. So for those watching, if you're doing pottery, if you want to add to the things that you make, I just gave you a little major key. I told one of the girls at school about it too. What did I do with the did I put it back in there? Oh, it's right there. But yes. So I'm gonna take that out so I can get this ready to actually be start making it a keychain. And I'm going to add some clay on top of what I have because I need to get this kind of like a cone. Some people don't. I've seen people on YouTube. Everyone doesn't score their wet clay and use slip. I still score my stuff and use slip because I just don't have time for stuff to be coming apart. And so far, out of the things I've made, I've only had one thing break, one, and I think that's pretty good. And I just started out. So, cheers to the girls who don't slip and score and slip everything. We will be doing it over here. And welcome whoever just joined us. So I'm just adding this little piece to the top of here, and I'm using my finger to like mesh them into one piece and going around in a circle so it's kind of, evenly distributed. We like symmetry over here. Okay, we're getting there. I think I'm gonna make a real thin coil. And I'm sure you've heard me say coil. If you don't know, a coil is just when you take the clay and roll it out and get like a little log of clay or a little yeah, we're just gonna go with a little log of clay. A little turd, a little clay turd. Okay, and I put that around there because it almost like it had a dip, and we're just gonna blend it all together. I'm using my little orange rubber rib right now, but a lot of times I use this wood stick. Let me show y'all. No, not that one. What is it now? All right. I like this one. This one is one of my favorites. I don't know why. I kind of like the round end versus the flat end. And I'm just going around and bring some clay down, and then we could bring some clay up as well. And you just blending it, honey. Just blend. How you supposed to do your makeup? How your hair supposed to be cut? Blend. Yes. Are the girls excited for the Devil Wears Prada too? Have you gotten your ticket? I want to make something for that as well. I have it sketched. I guess I just need to make it. And I need to buy my ticket. I keep every time I'm around someone and they say they've never seen that movie, I just be so appalled. Like, what were you doing? Why? People see everything. If you go to the movies to go see the newer Jurassic Park movies, why? Why have you not seen the Devil Wears Prada? And you probably sitting at home like, girl, what do A have to do with B? Because the Jurassic Park movies are tacky. So if you got time to go watch that mess, now in the 90s it was fine, but I am not watching them new ones. If you got time to go watch the new Jurassic Park movies, you need to have seen The Devil Wears Prada. And that's girl math for you. If the math not making sense for you, I don't know what to tell you, but no, you not about to sit on Blue Ivy and Beyonce internet and tell me that you ain't seen The Devil Wears Prada. And then I'ma do you one better. When the girls be talking about they never seen Dream Girls again. What were you doing? I just I don't understand. I don't understand. Where the Devil Wears Prada, E Network, Where the Devil Wears Prada out. That movie always will be on TV. That if you got YouTube Premium, you could watch. I want to say they have had Dreamgirls and the Devil Wears Prada for free on YouTube Premium. There's just no excuse. They are tacky. Exactly. You ain't got to say you kidding. They tacky. Even my did she say she saw it? Okay, you know what? And I love her. My pottery teacher, she is not into fashion, but I think wait, did she say no, she has not seen it. And I told her that is her homework. I said, you have to next week to see that movie, and I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care. Just like Miranda Priestley told Andy, I don't care if you're not into fashion, you need to watch the movie. These people in this room are into fashion, and they are the reason why you have on the clothes you're wearing today. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Um, hold on. You need to. This is your homework. If you hear the sound of my voice, if you have not seen Dreamgirls or The Devil Wears Prada, you should be ashamed of yourself. And when you're done watching all of my new videos, you see how I made sure I make sure you up to date on my stuff. And then once you up to date on me, then you need to go watch The Devil Wears Prada, darling. Thank you. That has like all of my favorite white actors. Let me be specific. That has all of my favorite white actors in it. Meryl, Anne, Emily. Now Stanley Tucci is not a favorite, but I do like him. Giselle Bundchen was in the movie. Oh, Daniel Sunjata fine self in the movie. Oh, yeah, oh, get out of my face. Apollo, get away from me with this. That's what I'm gonna start telling the girls when they tell me they haven't seen it. Get away from me with this, Apollo. I don't. mm, Not today. Okay, look, we got a little comb. Now I can always clean this up and change the shape more later. But for right now, this is a good start for me. It's the correct size. And I want to put this in here now. So the little hooks that I got to make it a bag charm, I twist the bottom and then I stick it in so it doesn't just come straight out. Okay. And I just kind of I stuck it in there, and I also pinch the clay around it, and then I'll probably go back and add like a little mini coil. But yes, we got a good start. We got our hardware in there. Stunning. Now, because I started that, I'm just gonna keep it going. Let's see. I have this little small slab already. I'm gonna wet it because it's starting to dry out. See, this is why you put the bag. So if you just have it out in the air, it will start to dry out on you. And I have my circle. This is the size I still want it to be. So I'm actually, oh, okay, it's pliable enough. I'm going to bend my little slab around the circle. Okay, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have, it's not perfect, but it's worth it. Okay. So it's a little raggedy right now, but we're gonna fix that. But I bent my slab and I have it sitting on top of that circle, so I bent it around it so we got like a little cylinder or the start of one. Um, just looking at the bag proportion wise, it's taller than this, so I think I'm gonna do another row. Should I cut this in? Let's cut it in half. Again, I like to slip and score. Not all the girls do this with their wet clay, but in the warehouse, this is how we do it over here. It's Monday night. um, oh, you know what? I'm gonna fill in this part over here that's missing before I do that. Let's do that. What did it say? When I was doing my oh, it's in the video I put today. This what it said. The video, y'all, please watch when you get a chance. Watch my Potter story on Jim McDowell. I didn't even notice it until I was watching the video in class because I had to do a presentation for my pottery class, but because I'm mean, I'm like, girl, if I'm about to do a presentation, I'm about to make this a YouTube video, and that's what I did. So we killed two birds with one stone. I made them hoes watch my oh, excuse me. And if any of my classmates watch this, I'm not calling you a hoe. This just how I talk. I made them hoes watch my video in class and I said, and y'all better subscribe. I am so funny. But I sure did. But while I was sitting there watching it with my class, I noticed in the picture he had a sign behind him. Okay, this look real raggedy, but I'm a smooth it out and get it together. He had a picture behind him that said, "God is not looking for perfection; He is looking for a progression." I said, "Oh, oh, that was a word. That was such a word. God is not looking for perfection; He is looking for progression." And I'm not a holy roller. I'm not like a. I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a super religious person, but just it's like a just a word for life. And I am a perfectionist, being a Virgo. Everything don't have to be perfect, but you want to have some progress. And I think, and that's very much my where I'm at in life. Everything can't be perfect. It ain't all roses. But honey, we can definitely progress. Amen. I think that's words to live by. Not perfection, but progression. Yes, honey. That's one thing pottery is helping me with, and I appreciate it. Just helping me not be a perfectionist and find beauty in the imperfections and the accidents and just going with the flow. Cause sometimes, honey, the clay gonna do what it want to. You know the clay gonna do what it want to. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Oh, we had an hour. Come on, we've been on here for an hour. Thank you for everyone who has joined me and has been watching. Thank you for staying with me, bestie. Thank y'all for joining the dog. Pottery with the people. And if you were late, you can go back to the top of the video. And I learned the girls something. I taught the girls a whole technique today. We learned how to make pinch pots down at the warehouse academy. Yes. It's funny. I have gone back and forth in my life about being an actual teacher. I've never actually officially been a teacher, but I have taught people, and I taught one of my teachers, which is a gag to me. One of my teachers from college, actually. She's a traditional illustrator, and I guess she thought I was so good on the program illustrator. She had me tutor her on Illustrator while I was still in school, and she paid me. And from what I remember, she asked me what I wanted to charge her. I was like, "Oh, this is stunning." That's why when the girls be trying to talk crazy on me, baby, put some respect on. A pissy bitch once called me a broke, starving artist, an unknown broke, starving artist. Unknown, broke, and starving. None of those words are ever were ever used to describe Quinton. Bitch, you tried that. Your mama. How about that? And actually, woo, shout out to Heavenly. Your mama, bitch. Your mama broke and is. Okay. Not my mama, but bitch, but your mama. Let me stop being ghetto on my pottery channel. Woo, I'm reclaiming my lime, reclaiming my lime, honey. Hold on, I'm gonna. Can I show a clip from my own content, girl? What my? Oh, I don't like to brag. I'm not a braggadocious person, and I don't just sit and tell people about my accomplishments and all the stuff I have done. But when I write a book or when I don't know. I'm gonna sit down and talk my shit one day because the girls be playing with me. To quote Holly Bailey, "You must not know about me. My God don't play about me. Don't say anything about me, honey." Mm-mm. Hello, hello. If you haven't watched this is a video about me creating my lime green collection. Brag friend, fuck these people. Okay, I will. Cause bitches always want to say something crazy to me. I remember him, he liked to call me a mean girl. And one day I said, you're not about to keep saying this to me because you insecure and you tacky. I said, do you know what the Rotary Award is? And he said, it's a scholarship. And I said, okay, stunning. Said, when I went to high school, I ain't know nothing about it. I think somebody, my counselor, I don't even remember who it was. Somebody told me that I had to go to a luncheon or something with my mama. And I went. And when I went, it was me and this white boy. We won the Rotary Award, honey. All my teachers at my school voted on me and this boy to win. I ain't know nothing about it. I got the medal sitting in my jewelry drawer in my room. I just said that to say, I'm a mean girl. Oh, okay. All the people voted on me, how stunning and how I am of service to people, and I'm a mean girl. No, I'm not a mean girl. I'm just not raggedy. But you right, friend. Because people love to say stuff when they don't know these. Then he said, "Oh, I didn't know that. You don't know a lot of things about me because I don't sit and just run off my whole resume and everything I ever did in my life. Because that's what bitches that ain't never did nothing do." No, hunty. Okay. So I put the two like flat coils together. Hey, Nay Ray. I put the two flat coils together. Period. You're not a mean girl. You match energy. Correct. I'm not a mean girl. I match energy. And I also think best y'all done seen my mother. When you see my mother and you see where I come from, I come from people that just expect a certain expect you know have expectations out of you. So I do as well. And I think people that find it hard to meet expectations will just instead of owning that you're a mean girl. I'm not mean. I just want everyone to be stunning and show up as their best self. And some people don't want to show up as their best self, and that's fine. That's their business. But I'm not mean because I want better for you. No, try again. Okay, but we got, oh, I did this real quick. We got a little cylinder going. For those of you joining now, I am working on making this little Chanel bag. Put me in Chanel. If you say you love me, then put me in Chanel. Okay, so we got the cylinder and we got the top. Again, it's not cute right now, but we're gonna get it cute. And now that I'm looking at it, I actually can start to work on the shape a little more. Honey, Birkin, I'm working. I'm getting it done. I'm actually gonna do the other piece before we close out. Thank y'all for hanging with the doll. I just want to bring the bottom in some because that's how the rocket looks. Oh, also, Bravo girls, I'm gonna open the room later so we could talk about Married to Medicine. I was thinking I almost want to do a video on my other channel, do a live, because I already know the girls want to argue. And the Married to Medicine fan base is just so delusional. I think the Married to Medicine girls may be worse than the Housewives girls, like the Housewives of Atlanta girls. They just be saying anything. And in my mind, the fan base for Married to Medicine is older than the fan base for Atlanta. So I would think that the opinions and stuff will make more sense. But girl, oh, I'm like, what are you? Oh, what y'all talking about? What's happening? I am just doing a little paddling. I'm probably going to end up having to cut some out of this. I'm trying to taper the bottom some. Okay. I'm going to leave this for now because I think I may just make a little cut at the bottom and take some out so this tapers more. But we definitely have a stunning start. We got the shape going, and that's the main part because you can always perfect it later. And what are we living by this year? Progression, not perfection. Yes, honey. But yes, we got to start. You know what it's gonna be. You know what I also bought, and I don't know if I'm gonna use them, but I have magnets. The purse should be cute. Yes, thank you. I have little magnets. That would be cute if you could take the top off and on, but we will see. We're gonna see how the spirit leads me. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside and put it in a bag so it doesn't dry out. Okay. Oh, see, this is why I twist the top and it still came out and I twisted it, but it's okay. I just did it. The little hardware came out, so I twisted it a little more, and I'm gonna stick it back in. I'll fix that later, but I need to put clay around that so we don't. You know what? Let's just do it now, so I don't forget. Okay, sorry I got quiet, but I needed to fix that. And I will clean it up later. It looks like a Hershey Kiss right now, but I will clean it up later. But I just need to make sure the little loop is in there, and I don't have time for it to keep coming out. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right here for now. Oh, I just made it juicy, honey, because I ain't got time for it to dry out. Okay, and last but not least, I want to do Jodie Turner Smith for last year's Met Gala. Actually, was this the dandy? Was the thing dandy or was it American? I think it was Black Dandy. I think. Um, and shout out to Kay So Real. Kay So Real gave me this idea. She was like, "You should do the top hat," and I'm like, "Oh, I actually like that." And it's kind of simple. Um, and I love the color of it too. I think the coloring would be pretty. I'm like figure out what glaze I'm gonna do. But I drew it out. But I want to make a little top hat. And again, it's just gonna be a little keychain. Because I want to have out of my Met Gala pieces, there'll be pieces from like in a range of sizes. Um I think I'm gonna do this little too, because I don't think this new. Do you think this? Yeah, I'm gonna use the same circle template I use for the Chanel, and I'm using another flat coil or a piece of a slab, whatever you want to call it. It's so small I wouldn't say a slab, but whatever. And I am just bending it around to fit the circle. All right, and then when I get to the circle, I kind of cut mine on a diagonal, and then we could blend that in so we just get a cylinder. I'm doing another layer so we can get some height. It's a little top hat. I actually don't think this not gonna be enough. I should have made a longer piece of clay, but I'm gonna just work with this so y'all can see the start. I'm not gonna get up to roll out anymore. The girl's been rocking with me long enough. Oh. Also, when you connecting pieces or just making a piece in general, you have to clean up the inside too. Especially if you're selling it to people because you don't want the inside. You don't want the inside to look raggedy and then the outside together. And then if it's not constructed well on the inside either, it'll blow up. So when y'all see me doing this, I'm also making sure the inside is together. I didn't have enough clay with me right here to go all the way around, so we got a hole in the back. But I did start the top hat. It's probably just gonna be this height, but again, I'm gonna have to work with the shape and da da da. But we got it started, and since I can't do anymore, I'm gonna just show y'all one thing before, or I'll show y'all the other stuff I've started for this, for my little mini, for my Met Gala capsule collection. That's what I'll call it. Okay, I'll be right back. As you see, I'm looking like the bag lady coming, coming out with my pieces in the bag. So if y'all ever see me post pictures of like in my house and you see stuff in bags in my house, it's my pottery. I'm not. I don't know what people think it is, but that's what's in the bags. Yes. Okay, I actually thought this was something else. Um, may have if you follow me on socials, you would have seen this. But I am doing some shot glasses referencing the flight attendants' costumes from the Fifth Element. So this is the hat. You can see the wings, and then these two will stack up, and it becomes a full body. You can't see all the details right now, but it's there. So that's turning out exactly how I wanted it to. I need to find what glaze I'm going to use. And I'm going to show y'all one more thing before we go. So y'all, on my other channel, I did a movie review on Wuthering Heights. I really enjoyed. Well, I enjoyed the movie. I more so enjoyed it for the visuals, not so much the storyline. I thought the storyline was kind of basic, and it was not a love story to me, or not any kind of love I would want to have. But I did love the fashions and the costumes. So again, the Met Gala, the theme is costume art. So why not highlight some great costume design? So initially, it was just going to be a vase, but I'm going to make bookends. So this is one look that I'm going to do. And then if you can see it, it's white, so it's probably hard to see. Here is the other. But I took what the vase I had already made and cut it in half. So we're gonna have bookends. So I started it. I have the bodice and the ball gown part. So I just need to put the back on it and start the arms and the actual detail. But honey, to quote Megan Thee Stallion, Birkin, I'm working. I was working. I was on spring break this past week, and I was working, honey. But yes, I have to be the Met Gala. You know, time ain't gonna stop, so I have to be. Pottery takes time, so I have to have these done so they can get in the kiln and get glazed. So pray for the doll. Some stuff is gonna go in the kiln on Wednesday. But yes, that's what I'm working on. Thank you for joining me while I work on my some Met Gala pieces. Y'all know I'm not only am I the pottery doll, I'm the fashion doll as well. Okay. One day I'm gonna show y'all. Maybe when I do my home tour, I need to show y'all my full studio space and my storage space and everything. I was working on my closets and stuff so I can have my, I need my stuff to be together, honey. When I start selling and I'm back up and running for real, it needs to run smooth. So I need all my spaces in line. But thank you for joining me. We got a lot done today. We did a lot. This was cute. I will see you all soon. I don't know what my next. Please go watch the Potter story that I put out today, and I will have another Potter story on Magdalena Udondu soon. And then I guess I'll be showing y'all. I'll give a part two to my make creating a collection because I have some more pieces that came out the can, so I can show that. But okay, y'all. Thank you for joining me. This was cute. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Um, hit that notification bell, like and hype the video if you're able to, and I will see you kitty soon. Toodles. Have a lovely night.